Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I mean, what are your plans for like this year and the coming years then? Have you got, I know you're currently operating in Nigeria and I believe the Philippines. Are there plans to
Yep.
expand that to more countries?
Yes, I think our plans for this year is to dominate, invest, dominate, expand. So we want to invest a lot in the Nigerian market, where we already have most of our users. We want to dominate. The more capital we raise, the more we can dominate. We've proven to be very capital efficient
Hmm.
with the amount of capital we've used to acquire 1 million users. It's probably never been done before. So expansion is phase two. Expansion across Africa is key for us. We see a lot of similarities between Southeast Asia and Africa, but we're gonna go to those markets that have the most similarities first. So we're not gonna say it's gonna be solely focused on Africa. But if we see markets with similarities where we can achieve scale very quickly, then we'll go for those markets. And where we can bring on board talent to execute on our vision, then
Yeah,
we'll scale into those markets.
awesome. And yeah, I have a question in regards to, I mean, I'm, as far as I'm aware, a particularly important feature for these kinds of business is the non-performing loan rate. Now, I've not brought it up, but has your, as it were, the combination of accurate credit scoring, data, machine learning, I mean, is essentially competitive non-performing loan rate the foundation of your business?
Yes. Last year was a rough year for everyone.
Hmm.
I can say from roughly about 7-8% non-performing to about 12%. But
Yeah,
this year, I think looking better. Last year was just out of everyone's control. People couldn't go to work. People were locked down, so they can't make money. Some of them can't repay loans. But even with that, we still had a flat year. Not usually we're used to very high growth years, but last year was a flat year. But our non-performing loan rates are still pretty good industry-wise. And we're looking to be smarter around our credit scoring. We've introduced more and more ways to get people banked, and by getting them banked, we can get more data from them. And so, we're creating platforms and tools that allows them to go from being unbanked to being banked, so that we can integrate them more into a more formalized system and get more credit data.
yeah,
So, yeah, NPLs are very, very core in this business. But if you understand your customers, and if you build a relationship with them, even during the bad times, you can kind of restructure their loans, you can defer their loan payments,
yeah.
and and you can also help them during a tough time of need,
And
which builds
yeah, and
sort of accountability.
I presume COVID as well, like you mentioned, it was not a bad year and that you managed to make it through. I'm sure a lot of companies have struggled far more. But I mean, was it also in a sense an opportunity to, you mentioned there that by providing flexibility, you can build that trust. I mean, do you think it was also an opportunity for you guys to sort of establish your platform as a reliable service to these people in a time of essentially difficulty to many people?
It was, and not just from the lending side. We enabled them the opportunity to get access to healthcare. So we stopped thinking just about money, and we gave out paid insurance plans, but we also gave all our users 30 days free. So of the insurance, a way to bring them into the insurance space, and that cost us money, but it showed that we were a people first organization that was going to put our users first, give them the ability to get health insurance, get tested, get checked, get healthy, because the pandemic was brewing. And so,
Yeah,
even though we're going to charge them, but the first 30 days of being signed onto the insurance platform was free. You get your health tests free, and we just wanted to show that this business is a long-term partnership between us and our users, and
yeah,
we know and hope they appreciate it.
yeah, that sounds awesome. Um, Yeah, I mean, can you maybe talk through how, I mean, Glura and I have been working together for quite a long time. Can you just sort of explain how that partnership sort of was formed and what the idea behind that was? Um,
Yeah. and in 2016 we met 17 we met 16 17 we met at 500 startups. And in San Francisco, we're both San Francisco based companies. We have a focus on Africa, and we're both San Francisco based companies at the time. And we just got to talking. We definitely always, I personally always had a vision for the blockchain and cryptocurrency and how it could be of use in countries that had very unstable interest rates, unstable currencies.
Yeah.
And we kind of just knew it would be a very key thing towards lending. And we just got to talking and exchanging. Tay and I just got to talking and exchanging ideas. How can we work together? We're capturing this huge market that people don't believe in, and at the same time, people didn't believe in cryptocurrency. And we kind of knew that both markets couldn't work hand in hand to solve each other's problems. One could solve the capital problem, and the other could solve the user acquisition problem for the other.
Yeah.
So how do these two ideas come together and solve problems without going through the traditional routes of necessarily venture capital, which we still have raised from very good investors. But how can we create alternative channels of capital and alternative channels of identity verification, of credit scoring, of data management? And the blockchain proved to be that. And, Lua has the technology, and we have the technology on the credit scoring side, on the customer acquisition side, on the product side, and sometimes they say two heads are better than one. And, that's how that partnership came.
Match made in heaven. So thank you so much for coming on the show, Akin.
Sure. It was a pleasure, Toby. Enjoyed it. We look forward to doing it in the future as we constantly do.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I look forward to updates, and maybe we'll speak again soon.